So, the Flash movie is currently shooting pretty close to where I live. So, I've got exclusive information. I can debunk a lot of bullshit. And I can tell you exactly what I know and what I've personally seen with my own eyes. So, yo, what is good, YouTube? Warstu here. If you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the videos, the Flash videos, Snyderverse videos, Godzilla vs. Kong content, and all the good stuff. Make sure to check us out on Twitter, WarstuG, aka Maverick. And also check us out on Instagram at Warstu if you want to see the face behind the voice. Now, everyone keeps saying this is the exact same location that was used in Michael Keaton's Batman for his Batman. Man, no, it's not. It's definitely not. Trust me. I've actually been to this place. It's not. It's a brand new location for Warner Brothers, and it's not the same. Everyone keeps saying it's the Michael Keaton manor. How do you know that? How do you know that? What, because it looks like a manor? That's because it's a stately house. It's pretty much a mansion. It's an area where you can walk around. It's got beautiful gardens. It's such a cool place in the local area. People walk through it, walk by it every single day. It's just a huge ass mansion. And it doesn't actually necessarily mean it's for Michael Keaton or Ben Affleck, really. It could be a museum. It could literally be anything. Now, I get sent a lot of information, and people were telling me apparently Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck have been in the local area. Trust me, if either of them people had been in this area, I would know about it because I'm so close to said area, and they haven't. I'll tell you a story. For the most recent Mission Impossible movie, Tom Cruise was in the area, and literally it was everywhere within the local area. So I do fully expect some Batmans, maybe, to be in the area, but Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton being there? Potentially. Now, we know this is a Flashpoint movie, basically, loosely, really loosely, and we know it's going to somewhat follow some DC storyline, maybe. We don't know, because we know it's not going to have the storyline of Barry Allen's mother being killed and them putting Henry Allen in jail. Well, if we go by the Snyder Cut, because the Snyder Cut is still canon at the moment. So in the Snyder Cut, Henry Allen was in jail for killing Nora, but we all know he didn't kill Nora. So technically, that could be the storyline they're going with. So there could be multiple instances, and it's really hard to actually figure out what's going on here, because a lot of people seem to think that Ben Affleck, this is his last appearance. No, it's not. Ben Affleck will appear after this movie, and a lot of people seem to think this storyline is Barry Allen's going to run back in time, and when he comes back, Michael Keaton is going to be the DCEU Batman. That is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So what do I know? So based on talking to the security guard on set, what I was told was they are going to be there for 6 weeks. Exclusive. I hate saying that. They're going to be there for 6 weeks, but most of it is setting up and deassembling stuff. From what I understand from talking to the people there, there's not actually going to be much filming there. And when they are filming there, apparently it's going to be very early morning shots and night shots. And also, apparently, the Michael Keaton Batmobile could be seen there. So you can still actually walk through it. They've not closed it off at all, but it is kind of cornered off to a certain degree. So anyone that says Ben Affleck's been seen on set, Michael Keaton's been seen on set, no, he hasn't. Trust me. It's literally in the middle of nowhere. So if they were in the local town, it would be everywhere in the local area, because it's in the smallest place in England. It's pretty much in the smallest place in the world. It's such a small place where they're at that I'm very surprised. But this place has been used for other things. It's been used for massive movies, TV shows, Bridgerton, The Crown. It's been used for a bunch of things before, but it's not the Michael Keaton mansion, the Batman, the original Michael Keaton Batman mansion. No, it's not at all. They've never filmed here. DC Films has never filmed here before. So a lot of people got confused thinking it was Robert in the local area. Got confused thinking it was Robert Pattinson Batman. No, it's not. It's not Black Adam either. So we don't really know much about what is going on there, except for they're going to be there for 6 weeks. It appears to look like a Wayne Manor because it's literally a stately house. So of course it is, and it's got a massive drive-through, and it's pretty aesthetically pleasing, and it's got a garden, and it's beautifully. Yeah, it's just a pretty cool place to come look at, to be honest. So it is interesting when I see videos of people going leaked Flash set. I'm thinking they're not leaked. Like literally, they've been there over a week already, so it's not leaked at all. They haven't started shooting yet. Exclusive. They haven't started shooting there yet, but they've been there over a week already. So when these pictures came online last night, I was like, it was pretty funny to me because I've known about this for about a week now, but there is nothing to talk about because no one's been seen on set. No one's been on set. They're getting ready based on talking to security and people that are working on set. They're going to be there for 6 weeks, but most of that is taking stuff down, putting stuff up, and there's not really going to be that much shooting there. And what is more interesting to me is they're not actually closing it off when they do start shooting. It opens properly to the public again inside of it, technically. And I guess it could be inside shots. I guess that's probably why they're not closing it off, but it's just a massive garden pretty much. much. To be honest, you can walk your dog there and stuff. Pretty cool to look at. But like I say, guys, Ben Affleck, Michael Keaton are not currently in the area, because if they were, I'd know about it. Okay, cool. But as for what the hell is going on in this movie, no one really knows. As we know firsthand, Ben Affleck is not going to be done after this movie. Technically, this movie is part of the Hamadaverse, which a lot of DC fans have this kind of thing where they're not going to support anything that isn't Snyderverse. But Ben Affleck was casted by Snyder, Ezra Miller was casted by Snyder. So technically, it is in the Snyderverse until after the movie, where they're probably going to try and reboot some things and reset some things. But I don't believe the conspiracy theory that he's going to run back in time to try and save his mother, but then ultimately he has to let Eobard Thawne, Reverse Flash, kill his mother, but apparently Reverse Flash isn't even in this movie. I personally think this movie's a massive mess at the moment, and I said in the video today that Ezra Miller's no one's hyped for him, because no one is hyped for him. The version you got in the Zack Snyder Justice League is not going to be the Walter Hamada DC version. It's going to be a very different version. You've got to understand, canon to DC films is the Sweden cut, is the Joss Whedon cut. So the variation of Barry in that movie should realistically be the same version in this, but it's going to be interesting to see, is the Flash more like Zack Snyder's Flash in the Zack Snyder Justice League movie, or is it more like Joss Whedon's version? And then we'll know who it's realistically canon to. But either way, the fans just really decide what it's canon to. So I don't think he's going to run back in time. Well, he is obviously, but he's not going to run back in time and comes back, and then Michael Keaton's Batman is now the main Batman, he's Old Man Batman, and they're going to set up Batman Beyond and all that kind of stuff. That would be cool, but from what we understand, Ben Affleck's only in the movie for the first act, like the first part of the movie anyway. And Michael Keaton's role in this movie, yeah, it's not a cameo role, it's longer than a cameo role, but at the same time, they don't shoot movies concurrently, do they? No. They could shoot the end first, the middle first, they could shoot any part of the mid of the movie, and then they put it together in a completely different order. Now, they are also shooting in London at the Warner Bros. Studios there, closed off. Everyone keeps saying this is the first leaked images. It's not a leaked image. You've literally taken a picture of nothing, because they haven't really set up anything yet. Now, there is something really interesting they have set up. I'll overlay a picture right now. No idea what that is, but I presume it's got something to do with blue screen or green screen. But it would make sense if Ezra Miller's going to turn up there. Or it realistically could be a cameo role. We don't know what it is. But from what we understand, there is the OG Michael Keaton Batmobile is apparently supposed to be in this movie. But if we go back to DC Fandom event, we did get some concept art of Michael Keaton's Batman, which would imply that Michael Keaton's Batman is going to be in the suit. So he could actually end up helping Barry Allen. But we do know that Ben Affleck in this movie is Barry Allen's mentor. So predominantly, no one's got a freaking clue what's going on, but everyone's making out they know exactly what is going on. Whether this sets off the Hamadaverse is kind of irrelevant, because concurrently, everything started with Zack Snyder's movies anyway, and The Flash appeared in Suicide Squad when he took out Captain Boomerang, and that's the first time we've seen him, and then we've seen him in other movies, but going forward. But realistically, a lot of people seem to think this movie actually isn't being made. And to be honest, guys, I kind of agree with you, but not anymore, because this movie's been in the works since The Flash season 1, and now they're in The Flash season 7. So yeah, guys, they are actually making this movie, but will it ever come out? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it will. So guys, I will let you know more exclusive intel when I know more exclusive intel. I'm just not going by people posting stuff on Twitter and the internet. I'm going by people actually on the set. I'm going by talking to people actually on the set. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at Warstu, check us out on Twitter, WarstuG. If you want to see the face behind the voice, check us out on Instagram. And I'll catch you in a little video very soon. Catch you later.